I'd like to address the AT situation. First off, the Mercury organization would like to let AT know that she's 100% supported by us. The people in this league know who AT is. She's a competitor, she's a winner, and she's tough. The one thing she is not is cheap. I respect Steph White. I got to know her with USA Basketball. I respect her as a coach and a person, and I understand her sticking up for Caitlin in this situation. But to say that we had 2 cheap shots in that game, to me, is ridiculous. Steph knows AT. She got the opportunity to coach AT for 2 years, and she knows what AT stands for and what she's about. Next, I'd like to hit on my disappointment with the suspension process by our league and our leaders in the W. This was not a thorough investigation, in my opinion. The people involved were not questioned at all. It's extremely disappointing. No one from the league called AT, our security team, or myself about what we felt like happened in this situation. There is a protocol to be followed. Just coming from the NBA, there's been many investigations that I've heard about that there was calls on both sides, and that was not done in this situation, and that's disappointing.
Alyssa Thomas's representatives have just came out and actually defended her. They've defended her after this. Situation has happened with Caitlin Clark. Phoenix Mercury HD Nate Tibbetts defended Alyssa Thomas, who was suspended for punching Caitlin Clark in the throat ahead of today's game. I'm disappointed with the suspension process by our league.
All right, ladies, your thoughts just as the league continues to work through what many perceive as consistency issues, especially when it comes to games being officiated, Lisa.
Well, officiating is tough. I don't know if anybody's ever even tried to officiate. It's not the easiest game. It's one of the most thankless jobs you can do. But in this particular situation, I thought that the last official should have been able to catch that. I was actually watching this game, and I was like, oh, wow, that was a bit much. So in that moment, I thought that the official missed the call. I'm not surprised that the league went back and fined Alyssa Thomas. But I think at the same time, it's tough to think that official would have missed that they didn't have a replay on it. That was tough to me. And I think overall, the league's got to do better. The officials have got to do better, but also players. Players have to clean it up. We used to play in a way that you protected one another. Yeah, I want to play physical. I want to play hard, but I'm not out here trying to hurt you. If I was out there for a loose ball and it was Renee down there, yeah, I'm going for the ball, but if I accidentally punched Renee or hit her in some kind of way, maybe the play goes on, but I help her up. I help her up. You know what I mean? Just out of the, like, dang, my bad. You know, so I think that part is important too, the reaction. Maybe if Alyssa Thomas would have even turned like, dang, my bad, I didn't mean to hit you like that. It's a different thing, but that's not what happened. And so I think that the league got it right. But I think overall, Coach Tibbetts is correct. Everything, consistency is important. It needs to be cleaned up for all players, regardless of what their accolades are. None of that part matters. It matters about protecting these players, no matter which team, which position, when they sub in, the start of the game to the end of the game. Every player deserves the same type of protection.
She didn't care. She weren't interested. And how they didn't go back on that, how they didn't replay that. And look, oh my God, I think we made a mistake here, is absolutely crazy. ATF for a dirty player, a jealous player, a pathetic player, poor character. Parents didn't raise her right, point blank, and also she didn't even bother to apologize. It's the PR and the team that has to speak on her behalf.
I did not see that happen, I don't. None of our team saw it happen, because I promise you, if we would have seen that happen, we would have had her back. Unfortunately, this type of shit happens every single game to her, and the league and the refs do absolutely nothing about it.
It's been a minute since you got fined on this podcast.
I have, but then you see the videos of literally kneeing and cheap shotting C in the throat. If she did that to any of our teammates, we'd be pissed. But they're definitely targeting her, and the league and the refs do nothing to protect her.
I mean, let's get into this now. The poster that they dropped last night, the 30-year commemorative thing, which that you're on it, that's cool.
Why would you ever put me on it?
But people are up in arms that Caitlin's not on it, and then also watching her get kind of her ass kicked last night, I do see everyone being like, why does the league not protect this person? I don't want to get in beef with Kathy either, but it's like, it is like she's jealous of her, or like thinks that like because she's a bigger face than her, or like anyone the WNBA's had, that she like won't give her the platform. It's fucking so weird. It's so bizarre.
Sophie Cullen Gomez actually came out in response to the situation as well. Obviously, she is one of the biggest people to actually protect Kane and Clark, that if she knew this would have happened, she would have been right there. Sophie Cullen talked about the league not protecting Kane and Clark because this is what's happening. This is what's been happening since she came into the league.
Ladies, and I'm a WNBA fan, they cannot have this Caitlin Clark thing up any worse if they tried. This girl is incredible. The number of attention, eyeballs she's brought to college and the pros, and for these women to have this petty jealousness, you say to yourself, damn, what is going on here? And the thing I love about her, she never says a word. But these ladies, who I love and respect their game, they couldn't have this thing up any worse. There's been so much negativity, and a lot of it is just petty jealousness.